So I always just talk to the camera and then I go home and I edit. Where we are today, which is a feast for my eyes. Okay, so this year's, or one of this year's goals was to take what I do online to the people, right? To speak to actual real people and see what it's like, see if that's got any meat around it or anything. And this is what we're doing today. We are here at a very lovely location. I've just done a talk about what is good interior design, like the elements that sort of create well-designed spaces. And I've spoken to a bunch of lovely young people who are actually thinking about maybe going into property development, going into the build industry, and yeah, kind of exploring the field. So obviously interior design is something that comes along with it. So it was very interesting to share that. We did a little workshop. I did the talk. We did a little workshop on 2 types of floor plans on projects that I've actually worked on. So it was interesting to see their sort of version of, you know, what they think of the space. It was obviously very basic, kind of a idea sharing moment, little workshop. It was just very interesting to see all that, and the talk was lovely. I hope they got enough out of it. I'm not sure. I tried to film it. I'm not sure what's gonna come off of it. And now it's time for lunch. I think we are just still waiting for lunch, and then we will go around an actual site here in Manchester. So I think I'm gonna tag along with that. I'm gonna tag along. It's my birthday today, double threes, so I think I'm gonna I'm gonna treat myself to a bit of a site visit, because why not? Okay, that's the plan. Let's see where this lunch is, and I will take you with later on. What have you learned this week kind of thing?
Not a damn thing.
Let's see, what sort of thing have you learned this week?
I guess what stuck with me is that some of the requirements to get into whatever career you want isn't necessarily the same ones that people have told you about, so you can go in different pathways, you don't have to stick to one.
Yes, we love that. A bit of switching things up.
Yeah, you don't have to go through the traditional pathway to get to where you want.
So what you thinking? I know we've talked, but what you thinking? What's your trajectory at the moment?
Well, mostly people ask for well, I want to do architecture, and most people say that we need maths or physics, but I've learned that there's not a lot of maths and physics involved in architecture, so now I'm thinking going to like an apprenticeship path now.
Yes, but still kind of towards architecture design.
Yes, so I'm not doing maths or physics, I'm doing textiles and graphics, so
yeah.
I hope that gets me
watch this space. Watch this space. Gonna be some good things going on. Okay, we've got 1 more or 2 more brave candidates who want to talk a little bit more about it. So we're here. It's Thursday. Actually, I've not mentioned to you that it's Thursday. So they've been doing this the whole week, different things, learning from different professionals. So, girls, whoever wants to start first, what's the sort of thing that you've learned? What's your experience been like in a week? And yeah, fill us in.
I've learned a lot about the property industry, and I've learned a lot about the property industry because I've had no interest in the property industry before, but I saw it from college and I was like, oh, might as well find out. It's really informative. Like I didn't know there were so many like different parts to the property industry.
There is so many moving parts. People are like connected through networks all over. So you're going to be sticking with like property development. What are you thinking?
Unfortunately, the speakers showed me that I have no interest in the property industry, but it was.
We love a bit of authenticity on this channel.
It was
okay.
an informative experience, and I don't regret doing it because it's given me the option to see that that is something I'm not interested in, so I can work out and narrow down my path.
Yeah. And listen, for you to be this honest now, you know, when you kind of in the beginning of the journey as well, it's so powerful on its own because a lot of people will go down a path and they will do the thing that they are not passionate about at all at life. So for you to have this now, it's just going to be great later on down the path in life. What about you?
I personally just signed up because I was like, I finished my mocks, so I was like, there's nothing more in school's basically over for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me try and get some work experience and see like different career paths because I feel like Regeneration Brainly has showed us architecture, finance, engineering, property building, and I had no idea about any of that until I came here.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like a good taster session.
Yeah.
Not session, but it's like place to learn all
Introduction.
This type of, introduction.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
Cool. So what do you think? Has anything kind of stuck with you? Are you going to take it further, explore a bit more?
One thing that stuck with me especially is how everything is kind of connected because over the past few days there were some points that, like, for example, special architects mentioned that apply with like the real estate part, that applied with the interior design part. So I found out that even, let's say I went into that particularly world of like building and construction, I can still like switch
make
routes.
connections.
Yeah, like quality surveyors, they're everywhere.
Yes, they are. They do the work for us. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So there we go. This is the whole juice of all of this that's happening. We've got all the team behind us. And very much what everyone talks about here is that we show what's possible, what is out there, and really the real world experience, which we love to talk about on this channel, don't we, guys? Okay, thanks so much, girls. You've been great. So we've just done a bit of a tour of the new capital centric buildings. One was called the Crusader, which is basically just a residential apartment blocks, beautiful grade 2 listed building that has been turned into a residential community led sort of development. And then behind us, just up there, that's going to be Capital Centric's new office with some cafes, restaurants, sort of community thing. They're just wrapping up the talk now. So it's very interesting to see something that's happening right on my doorstep here in Manchester, and obviously to see like all the younger generation, the next generation that's coming into all of this, and to see their excitement about it. So yeah, quite cool. Okay, I know you are tired. I know we are all tired. It's Thursday, it's almost end of the week, and dragging you in front of the camera, that's the last thing you want to do. But just to wrap up the video, wrap up on, on a high.
Yes.
Can you tell me, you are the beauty and the brains behind all of this. what is the project like? What's Regeneration Brainery for you? What does it mean, and what's the biggest reward from it all?
Okay, so Regeneration Brainery for me is to actually give students that may not have the same opportunity as other people a chance. That's all they need. They need a chance. They need someone to look at them and think, yes, you're amazing. They might not have somebody that works in the industry like a lot of the people that are in the industry do, so they don't have that support network. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to get an apprenticeship. So we give them a fun packed week of doing loads of different activities where they just get a whole overview of the industry. So they actually know that there's someone there for them, that there's someone there that's going to support them to do whatever they want to do, whether it's architecture, planning, project management, development,
Interior design. And it's like, we had a chat about this before, it's like I said, to just show that there's people, real people doing real things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like real examples, real representation of someone like you, someone like me doing the thing.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a career for everybody in the industry, whether they know it or not. So it's all about turning what you love into a career. So if they love art, they love designing, like there's a job for them. Love photography, there's a job for them. And they just need that support into the industry, a bit of a foot in the door, a bit of a lift up, and just be told, told that you can do it. And it's not as scary as what you might think it is.
It's not. It's tough, real world stuff. We know that, but it's not as scary, and we can do scary things.
Yeah, and everybody wants to help. Everybody in the industry is amazing, and everybody wants to help these students. Sometimes they just need a little bit of a push to do more.
Yeah, to reach out to them as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cheers. It is my birthday after all, so I decided to check out this place that I wanted to come to for a while now and just take a moment. We love a good reflection moment, especially on your birthdays. And nice cold cider. Yes. Am I gonna get copyrights with this in the background? Yeah, so today has been so good. Once again, it's proven the juice is in the people, okay? On your own, you can't really achieve much, and collaboration, cross-pollination is where it's at. That's where the juice is, and it's just been so good to see, like, I don't want to sound old, but it's just been so good to see the next generation, the younger generation, it kind of exploring this and discovering the built environment, the industry, and the ins and outs of it, and kind of, looking at it all with fresh eyes. It's kind of like underlined as well my passion and maybe like my involvement in kind of passing on the message, passing on the experience to like the next round, the next kind of round of creatives. So it's been a good day. I'm very kind of uplifted. I'm tired because it's hot, it's humid. We did the whole exploration of the buildings and there was a lot of flights of stairs, but it's been great, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. Like this was little me reaching out to someone who had no idea who I was, and they could have easily said no, this is kind of not working for us or whatnot. A lot of people have done that. I'm just going to put it out there, but it's always great to connect with someone who is open to see what you do and how you do it. And I just hope that whatever I said in the talk, that kind of inspired maybe some of them to look into interior design, or maybe it showed them that actually interior design is not what I want to do and I'm completely uninterested. It's fine. We don't judge, do it? Great stuff. I'm gonna finish my pint and I'm gonna go and get my little one, my little toddler. And mom life, parenthood doesn't stop, even on your birthday. Okay guys, thanks for coming along. I will see you in the next one.